Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Retro Classics. This is episode 2 where I'm discussing games from my childhood, and I'm your host, Sierra, and welcome to my channel, Red TV Plays. So if you guys just tuned in or just subscribed to my channel, I want to give you guys a really big thank you from me, and also, I hope you enjoyed my videos. In today's video is episode 2, and also you guys, today's my birthday. So if you guys are just tuning in, please leave a comment that says happy birthday. But I also want to hear other things from you all. Let me know what your all's favorite childhood game is. It could be PS1, Nintendo 64, whatever. I want to know more about my subscribers, so just let me know in the comments what is your favorite game from your childhood. But anyway, Timesplitters 2 was released on the PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube back in 2002, and it became an instant greatest hits on the PS2. But I gotta say one thing about this game, wow. I mean, this has GoldenEye, a type of GoldenEye gameplay written all over it. This game was just amazing. I have to give it to Free Radical for this because this game actually blew my mind back then. I loved it, and also loved Future Perfect, which was the last in the series. And this was also the last game that Eidos Interactive was also a part of, because they shut down the following year back in 2003. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that introduction on this game. So let's go ahead and get started with this episode of Timesplitters 2 and also my Retro Classics series. So sit down, relax, grab some popcorn. We have a few things to discuss in this video, so let's do it. Before we get started with today's video, you guys don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel for more upcoming content. If you thought Timesplitters 2 was different, then you were highly correct on that. When Free Radical released this game, I was highly impressed of how good the gameplay was. And it kind of reminded me of playing GoldenEye on the N64 again, and even though I only played it with my brother back then, but that was a big difference. Especially when you're playing a Sergeant Cortez who is a Marine that travels around different time frames to find these time crystals. So that's basically your objective in the game. And he doesn't show up in these time frames as himself. He actually shows up as, like, for example, a woman dressed up like a Joker, or even a cowboy, or even one of my favorite characters, Harry Tipper, who is absolutely hilarious in the third game. But one of the best things about Timesplitters 2, though, is that there are cutscenes, and cutscenes that sometimes can make you laugh out of nowhere, and that's what I like. But anyway, starting off, when you get to the main menu, you're first agreed with different types of things to click on. First off is story mode, and you guys already know what that is. It takes you no more than 10 levels, and you also have to find all the time crystals and everything, and then reach the last level, 2401. Next game mode is Arcade League. It's brand new to the game, so there are 3 different types: Amateur, Honorary, and Elite League. Each one, you have to beat the Amateur League before you beat the Honorary League, and then you have to beat the Honorary League before you get to the Elite. And of course, you have to get a gold medal in all of them in order to unlock the other modes and the other ones. So right now, you have to basically do the beginner ones and then work your way up, but they can be a little bit more harder, so be aware of that. However, back then you could also do this in 2-player mode and try your best to get the gold medal, but sometimes it just wasn't worth it. In this game mode right here, this is multiplayer, and you can customize your own gameplay by doing it. Here you can choose different types of game modes, like team deathmatch, capture the flag, and so on. And in the process, you only have 4 game modes to choose from. The other ones that you unlock will be during arcade mode or story mode or whatever it is. Then you choose which type of level that you want to do, and then you can customize in the customs menu how many points that the score can be limited. You can choose a weapon set by level or whatever, and then you can even include bots and set the time and everything. So basically, whatever you choose to do, you can play it with bots, or you can play with your friends against bots, and it was always fun. Next is challenges. So you guys know about challenges, where in the first game you can unlock them by beating certain levels, or beating the whole game on easy mode and everything. Well, here you don't have to do that, and you have access to different challenges, and the only way of beating them is by completing the ones with a gold medal to unlock more. This right here is your map maker, so it is the same as the first game, but this one I've heard has more stuff to it. Your options menu, you can check out your player options, which is your controller and everything. Save your profile there. You can check out the gallery, all that good stuff. But yeah, you can customize your controls, check out your preferences. You can toggle the vibration and all that on and off. Check out the player progress, which shows you everything in the game, like how many kills you obtained, your favorite weapons that you used, heads knocked off, kills, succession, etc. So yeah, there's different things to check out, but you can also check out awards, and my favorite, the gallery, which shows every single character in the game and a little biography on who they are. So basically, you have to play through the game to unlock them. In the in-game menu, when you're in story mode or something like that, you pause the game, there's these options. You can either restart your game if you mess up. The inventory shows all the weapons that you currently have in your inventory, so you can choose the weapon from there if you want. The status shows all of your main objectives, and each mission has a secondary objective. And when you beat them, then you can actually go to the next level, and then you can unlock an additional surprise or something. And then, of course, there was a briefing. Here's your in the PS4, on the PS4, there's this menu again. This game, however, you can't rewind it, so, here's all of your options, as you guys know. And as I mentioned in the first video, the controls are still a little bit loose, but otherwise not as bad as the first game was. But depending on which Timesplitters you play at, there's still no sensitivity option, and you can't even fix the sensitivity of your aim. But that's okay overall. But overall, you guys, the biggest thing about Timesplitters 2 in the series is that it has way more options than the first game did, and the better weapons, and even a lot more fun overall. Whatever difficulty that you decide to play on, whether it's hard or whether it's medium or hard in general, well, you have a lot more fun to go through. If you die your first time in the game, just keep on trying and trying until you get the hang of it. But overall, this game has a lot to feature, and it's even a lot of fun to play arcade with your friends and stuff too. So get a PS2, get this game and try it out for yourself. Even playing on Siberia was a lot of fun as well, especially on hard medium difficulty. But no matter what, it was still an awesome game. So in the end, you guys, Timesplitters 2 was the big business for Free Radical. Eidos Interactive is no more, and of course, I still think that Free Radical did a great job on Timesplitters altogether. But the only disappointing one that affected me the most was the first game. And one of the worst things about it was the story. I wasn't a fan of the first game's story, not being able playing as a main character, and the other thing too was there was just no heart put into it. But of course, Free Radical did their best, and I really did admire that of them. So guys, whether you're brand new to these games and you want to experience your first time, whether kicking butt on a subway, or fighting your first golem in Aztec ruins, fighting your helicopter with a machine gun, or even fighting a UFO and everything. I mean, anything is possible in a Timesplitters game. Shooting enemies with any type of weapon that you choose, that's just one of the biggest things why Timesplitters became one of my favorite in the series. And I love that about games like that, is that you have the ability to choose what you want to do and how you want to do it. Just like GoldenEye and everything. But what really stood out to me was how great that Free Radical really put the heart of making this game really well done.